Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this Saturday, March the 20th. Hope everybody is doing well, and I know that my buddy Frank Barton is a co-host, and he's getting ready to head to Paducah, Kentucky as soon as he gets through with the show this morning for the first hunt test of the spring. And Frank, I know that you love dogs. Well, I know you love dogs, and I know this lady coming on right now. She and her husband and son, they love dogs. They are dog lovers. Of course, they're animal lovers, and that's part of her job. Is that good friends, Amy Spencer? Come on, I can put all the hyphens in there and everything in there, but let's just say Region 1 Communications and Outreach Leader for the TWRA. Hey, Amy, good morning.
Good morning, Larry. I hope everybody's thinking about turkey season because it will be here next weekend with the youth.
I am thinking about it, and we really want to get her on because I will take notice of, folks, that next week's show is all turkey. I mean, we got some of the big names in turkey hunting going to be on the show next week to make some turkey talk and do all the fun things that we do, but as Amy said, I really wanted to get her on this show today because there are some changes for some of my listeners out there. And Amy, fill us in on what's going on turkey-wise.
Yeah, we've had quite a few changes to the spring season. All counties are open. However, there are some exceptions when the season dates open, depending on where you are hunting.
Okay.
So always remember, you can view this online at tnwildlife.org, but I'm going to give you a quick rundown.
Give it.
The statewide season, Young Sportsman, opens March 27th to 28th with a bag limit of 1 bearded turkey per day, not to exceed 3 per season.
Okay.
Now, the statewide season opens April the 3rd and runs to May 16th with a bag limit of 1 bearded turkey per day, not to exceed 3 per season. Now, here's where we get into a change for all you listeners on the Mississippi River area. We have a new unit called the Mississippi Alluvial Valley, and it consists of Dyer, Lake, Lauderdale, Shelby, and Tipton counties. Those counties have a later opening date that goes for the Young Sportsman and the statewide. So keep that in mind, that the Young Sportsman in Dyer, Lake, Lauderdale, Shelby, and Tipton will not open until April the 10th, and the statewide will open April the 17th. And you have a lower bag limit in that area. For the Young Sportsman and the regular, you can only kill 2 bearded turkeys per the season.
Okay. And go ahead. Yeah, so the closing dates was the same, May 16th.
Yes, the closing dates are the same, but you have basically a 2-week gap there that will open later. And, that's been because the Mississippi River, as we all know, it's been on the rise, and it will flood, and it creates an issue. So this should help us out by having a little later date.
Okay, and so folks get that. Now, we've got this posted on lroutdoors.com. And you go to tnwildlife.org, as Amy says, but I hope you listen to that because there is no excuse if Andy Tweed walks up to you and you're in the wrong spot at the wrong time, or Jeff Peach or Ray McMillan or any other wildlife officer, or Bubba Spencer. I mean, anybody. So
any of them could. Yeah, if they catch you in that Mississippi River area and you're hunting early, you will be sighted.
There is no excuse.
One thing I do want to let people know, we have a learning page on our website now. So we have some tips and tricks on how to do things. So, if you had a rainy day and you've got some time to kill, check out our learning page on our website. Cool. We have some good videos there. And we're also hosting virtual classes that you could go onto our Facebook page, and we're having classes, how to find antler sheds, coyote hunting. We've got turkey hunting tips on there. So we have some classes that people can sign up for, and if you got a chance, check those out and join in on them.
And I know for you turkey people, you need to check out that new 4-year turkey banding project they've got going on, too. It's pretty interesting across the state, trying to look at factors affecting the gobble harvest rates. I think that's pretty cool. Tennessee Tech's helping do that. I think they're trying to get around 300 annual. But great information on tnwildlife.org. And not only that, but Amy, we're getting in that time where a lot of folks are maybe like it was 78, 80 degrees, but that doesn't mean the water temperature. So I'm telling people to, be careful when you're on the water at this time.
Yes, we cannot say this enough. This is the time of year where people get a little, I think, complacent and not as safe as they need to be. Make sure when you get this boat out, all your safety equipment is up and working, especially the fire extinguisher. Mm-hmm. And always wear a life jacket, because you could go in the water and a life jacket's going to save you. If you don't have it on, it doesn't work. So,
well, you got to do that. And the thing about it, you got different dates for turkey season, but you need to know about all the rules and regulations as far as that. So have all the tools you have with you. I'll be out on April the 3rd, even as old as I am. I'll be out there trying to. I know that's Easter weekend, so I know I'll be out there on a Saturday. But it's coming up, and I know some other things going on. Amy, you were mentioning that you guys have really put an emphasis on the website and things like that. So tell them where do they go? I know they can go to tnwildlife.org, but there's so much information in it now. There's the podcast. There's these different things going on.
Yes, and we are making it easier more friendly to use. And if you just go on there, you can actually just do a quick search.
Yes.
Or you can, look at our online learning. There's a couple things. But always remember, when you're looking for that information, it's easy just to go to that website, do a quick search, and you can find it. It's there.
It's there. And like I say, next weekend we'll devote the whole show to turkey season in the Mid-South, and particularly, for our area around here. Amy, thank you. Anything else I need to know?
Yeah. No, I plan Colt and I plan on being up there next Saturday, so
get him.
He's ready to go.
I know he is. Thanks, Amy. Always good talking to you.
Right.
Be safe. All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay. Amy Spencer there. And I know, Frank, you have things going on, and you hear things going on over in Arkansas. We don't hear a lot about turkeys, but you've been pretty busy over there. Did you ever get to did they do some feral hogs? Didn't they do some of that you got a chance to?
We had one. We've had two hunts.
Yeah, how'd those go?
We had a group of people come in on my farm with dogs in the conventional manner of hunting hogs, and we went out there on one Saturday, and they were out there all day, and ended up with, I think it was 28 is what they ended up harvesting that day. But then the more interesting thing
was what?
The USDA contacted us, and they did an aerial harvest using helicopters.
Okay.
And not near as successful as the dog folks were. I think they ended up with 8.
8. Okay.
And which looked to me like that was not a very efficient way, and certainly not cost-effective.
Yes.
Not a very cost-effective way of doing it.
Yeah.
And what it takes to operate
did you
a
go
helicopter.
up? Did you go up?
No,
okay.
I did not.
Have you been in a helicopter before?
I've been in a helicopter before,
okay.
yes.
I have too.
I've actually flown a helicopter before.
Really? Is it?
Yep.
Is it like
not very well, but
not
I've flying for
well, I know you're
a brief
pilot.
period of time.
Yeah, I know you're a pilot. It's a lot, but it's a lot different. I know my only time I've ever been in a helicopter was with a group. They were going to show us media a new wildlife area in West Tennessee, and we all met at Humboldt, and we all went up in the helicopter. I can't remember. There's a lot of politicians and me and a couple of writers. And when we got to the area we were supposed to look at, they turned the thing upside down, and all we saw was the sky. And all the politicians, they got to see the wildlife thing. And I said, no. Frank had sent me an email and a text asked me if I was interested. It sounded kind of boring. He said, well, my one and only time in a helicopter. I don't like heights, so okay, it did that. But they did kill quite a few then on the ground hunt then.
that's the good news. The bad news is there's a whole lot more out there.
Yeah.
There's been a neighboring farm that operates a hunting club, and they've harvested over 100 since the end of duck season.
And that doesn't make a dent. I mean, really. I mean, these critters can multiply faster than rabbits, I think they say.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, pretty quickly. And a lot of folks will say, why are they doing this? Well, as a farm man, why?
Yeah, they're very destructive.
Yes.
Towards crops.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
And they're fairly destructive towards our natural, just our woods and stuff. They waller out places and not. I can't tell that they've done anything as far as. We're not. I think we're still seeing the same number of deer and turkey and things that we normally would see.
The agriculture aspect,
they do disturb the hunt sometimes. You're out there, you're wanting to deer hunt or turkey hunt, and you got
here they come.
Some hogs trotting through you,
and they know how to trot too. All right, let's take a break. Man, we're going to be in California. We're going to be in Minnesota on this next conference call, and you're going to really enjoy listening to these guys talk about Wired to Fish in the Navio Network. So let's take a break. Frank Barton is our co-host. Shelby McCall taking control of all of us and trying to keep it straight. So we'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.